All right, we should be live. If I didn't screw this up. All right, all right. How is everyone doing? Today I'm doing something new. We're going live on Instagram. I've never done this before. Let's see how it goes. And this should be. So we should be live both on YouTube and Instagram for the very first time. And I'm seeing the Instagram format and it doesn't look very nice. I think it's like me, rectangle, and like it's blurred at the top bar, bottom bar. So that's not really cool, but I mean, it is what it is. I should find a way to make it like really clean on Instagram and then on YouTube as well. I'm pretty sure I need like my phone and my computer and have like multi screens basically going on. I know I've seen other people doing that. So next week we can do it. For this week, Instagram should be okay the way it is right now. Cool, cool, cool. Lots of people. How's it going? I am doing very well. Thank you. Sup, Alexei? Jamie the GOAT. Hope everything is well. Sup, Mr. Football? Charlie, how's it going? Bozidar. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. I recognize you, bro. Every week, always there asking questions. I love it, bro. I love it. Cool. So for anyone that's new to these lives, essentially this is like a live Q&A. So if you have any questions for me regarding the business, strategies, life advice, I find myself often giving life advice as well. Regarding your business, it's you basically have an hour and a half with me. There should be a link on YouTube to hop on the call with me. Okay, so if you guys can just confirm that it's there, at the top of the chat there should be a button that says there's like a link, and you'll be able to join the call with me. Okay, so if you want one-on-one time with me, you can ask me any questions you might have about your business, and we can basically have a discussion. Cool. Interesting question. So, how not to be blinded with love, but get fueled from it to achieve my goals? So, I mean, it's an interesting question. I'm not too sure how to answer it, to be honest with you. What do you mean exactly by your question? Do you mean love, like relationship, or love more so love of the game? Because love of the game is very important. Okay. It's something that like being consistent and sticking with something is basically the name of the game. Okay, like you can literally start anything you want in this life, and if you put yourself against someone who's half-assing, 1 week he's giving it all, his next week he's not doing anything, versus the other person that might not be doing as much as that person, but he's being consistent, that's definitely going to put you ahead of everyone. And for you to be able to do that, you need to love the game. Okay. You can play for the points too, meaning for the objective, getting results. I think that's very important. But at a certain point, you reach a point where you're making money, business is going well, you're not in a difficult situation. So in that case, you have to find something else to fuel you. Okay. Because if your goal is to make 10K a month and to buy yourself a car or whatever, that's cool. You'll get the car. And then once you get the car, what's going to happen? Like, what are you going to do with your life? And so you have to find yourself in a situation where you're playing for the love of the game. Okay, that's I think something that I had to personally go through, because at the beginning, my number one objective was make 10K a month, make 20K a month. I want to move out. I want to buy myself a nice apartment. I want to get myself a nice car. And I'm going to work super hard to get those things, which granted, I did get those things. I'm very grateful for it. But I did find myself, once I did achieve those goals, I kind of slowed down. I was like, okay, I'm good. I'm making money. I have a nice car. I live in a nice place. I'm able to feed myself every day. I don't need anything else. And I kind of lost that momentum that I had at the beginning. So fortunately, came back pushing like crazy now. But that's something that's very important. Kind of went on a tangent. Um, cool. Relationships as a whole, bro. Like, make yourself friends with people who are in business. Okay, that for me, the whole reason why I started the YouTube channel, like, I'm not someone who's very, like, for those that know me in real life, I'm a bit like introverted. I don't like to film myself. I don't like to put myself out there. I do my things, and I just focus on myself. But when you put yourself out there and you make yourself friends, relationships with other entrepreneurs, I think that's when really business becomes fun. I know for me, for the longest time, when I was just locked in the basement making YouTube videos, it was not the best time. It was kind of lonely. It's like, okay, it is what it is. I'm doing what needs to be done. But once I started posting YouTube videos and I was getting this following, and then people were starting working with me, I was making friends, started hiring people. I had people on my team. Those relationships for me are the most valuable. Okay, so that's what I would focus on. Okay, forget about girls. If you have a girl, it is what it is. I have a girlfriend. I'm not saying you cannot have a girlfriend and not start a business, but you need to focus on the business relationship. If the girl is there, is the girl not? I'm not too sure where your question is going to where, bro. Okay, but I hope that answers you. Cool. So there's two people in the waiting room. I'm just going to answer a few more questions if there are, and then I'm going to add. I'll start with you, Jose. Praveen, I just make sure you have your cam on, okay, before you join the call. Cool. So we have a question. How do you handle a potential client who seems interested but says they need to check with their spouse before deciding? 9 times out of 10, it's a fake objection. Okay, it's normal. It's just part of the game. People are looking. It's very hard for people to say no to your face, but it's easy to say, "Hey, I really love what you do, and what you presented to me is exactly what I'm looking for, but I need to speak to my wife first, and then I'll get back to you." Because it's an easy thing they know they can say, and most of the time, it's not really true. So what I like to do is you always, like, we call it sales cycle. So if someone gives you an objection, it can be this objection, it can be really any objection. You handle it, you keep pushing for the close. And if they bring up the objection a second time or a third time, then in that case is when probably the objection is true. Okay, so if someone were to tell me, I present them the whole thing, they tell me, Oliver, this is perfect. I just need to speak about with my wife. I'm like, I understand. I agree with you. It is a big decision. And if your wife is involved in the decision, you should speak to her beforehand. What exactly did you want to go over with her? Like, what's the part that you need discussing? Is it the actual service, what we do? Is it the money part? Like, what's the subject of the conversation? Okay, and they might tell you it's the service, they might tell you it's the money. Okay, typically 9 times out of 10, it's the money. So in that case, you focus on the money. So it's a money thing from what I'm understanding. You're asking your wife. I like to poke at guys when they say that to me. I'm like, so you need to ask your wife for permission before spending money. Is that it? Just to kind of like screw with her ego a bit. And then from there, you give them the payment plan. You split the payments. You do a bunch of stuff. So trying to handle the objection. If they come back to you with the wife objection, then probably it's true. You collect the depot. You schedule a follow-up call. You tell them that the depot is refundable. Cool. Perfect. So I'm going to have Jose on the call. How's it going, broski?
Yo, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Bro, I think it's becoming a little bit of part of a drill to having me in this call. So I think you should just make it a special, be like
Yeah.
special lives with Jose, bro, and then like other types of lives. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. I'll change the YouTube title and I'll
Yeah, it
say
should be like
Jose
live.
is hosting the
Yeah,
Q&A. I will
Jose.
not be there.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like, but anyways, yeah. How we doing, boss? Everything all
Oh,
right? How's
good.
your week?
Oh, good, good, good. Working hard as usual. We're recording new ads,
Yes,
trying to
sir.
test out new angles and stuff like that. But yeah, everything's good.
Like, are you recording the ads, or you got somebody like in the ads?
No,
And
I'm recording the ads myself. Like
shit.
with the personal brand and everything. Like I am the
Yes.
face of the company and everything, so I have to put myself out there.
I mean, I can be
Uh,
the face of the company if you want. I'm just kidding.
yeah, it's fine. I'll get back to you.
I'm just because low key with the I mean, just a little bit like right now with the agency, uh,
Mhm,
like bro, fucking show up rate is really low right now this week. Well, this
mhm.
past week because of like I feel like it's mainly free because of the appointment setter, bro. Because I haven't appointment set none of my calls. It's
Yep.
been just the appointment that I got. So I'm trying to improve him to like get him on point. So like most of the calls that like he like basically schedules, they show. So
Hmm.
that is that, and like basically like this guy, I can see that this motherfucker doesn't. He's not afraid of to be in front of the camera. So he likes to. He even records himself like talking to the camera, and he uploads it in Instagram and stuff like that. And I was like, bro,
Hmm.
like this guy could be useful to recording ads of his own face, bro. So
Okay.
like, yeah, I'm probably maybe later on, eventually, I'm just gonna use this guy as like fucking
Yeah,
like.
100%. You could, especially if his Spanish is good, because I know you're running
No,
ads in
yeah,
Spanish.
he's from Argentina, so he speaks pretty good Spanish. But
Okay, but
yeah,
his main objective is that he's a appointment setter. Is that right?
yeah, currently appointment setter, and right now, I mean, we just had a little bit like of issues because like he's still learning, he's still in that phase. He learns quick, I realize it because we going back and forth at least every once a week. We do like appointment setting training,
Hmm.
so that's what we're trying to do. And also, bro, I jump in the call with like Nathan.
Yep.
That like the guy, yeah, like he used to be closing for you. Yeah, we jump on a call, and bro, we like the first two call, like the hours, like we spent almost 2 hours on the call, and we
Okay.
just fucking started yapping about
So
fucking.
it was kind of like it was a date basically between
Yeah,
you
it
and
was kind of
Nathan.
like a date, basically,
Okay,
bro.
that's
We
very
just
cute.
like bro, because we literally call each other cute, bro, and we're like, yeah, bro, you're pretty cute. And I was like, yeah, thank you, bro.
Okay,
So
very
it was
good,
kind of
very
like a
good.
date, let's be honest, bro. But anyways, uh, no, but for real, because like he was telling me a little bit of like his experience with the Italian market, and I could see that his experience is really similar to what I was like experiencing at the beginning. Because like when I
Hmm.
was starting in the Spanish market, bro, I had like so many issues with like one people that wanted to get jobs quick. I had issues with people, the quality of people, the amount of people that I was getting that it was too much for me to handle. They weren't getting any like fucking messages. So I basically everything that he told me is
Yeah.
really similar to what I have. The only difference is that he's mainly working in the European market
Yep.
that don't really work with credit cards. So like that's the only issue, the payment method.
Yep.
So I told him my whole like because everything that he told me is basically the same thing that I experienced and I have improved. But yeah, other than that, it's like we basically yap about like all that kind of stuff. But yeah, like low key, I mean, it was a good idea just to like see
Hmm.
how the English he has just to like prove it and see if we can book some quotes for the clients. But yeah, uh,
Okay. Do
like
you think you'll hire him?
I might. I'm just gonna tell him like just give. I'll see what happens because also we need to go more in depth if he can do it, bro. That's all about
Yeah.
like the time if he can do it. But
Yeah,
we'll see.
that's probably going to be the biggest bottleneck with him is his time zone.
Mhm.
Like that's what you
Yeah,
have to be careful about.
yeah,
But again, bro, like your focus right now should be on your end. You being able to get clients and then close deals.
yeah,
Train your appointment setter. Try to make him like solid, so he can vet the leads and everything.
yeah,
We already went over like how to do it. Do it yourself. Record yourself doing it. Do it with him on the call. Make sure he's doing it well. Review his trainings. Make sure he's solid. And then for you, I think hiring someone just to take care of the clients is going to be very important. And
yeah.
if you could,
Exactly,
in a perfect world, someone that could call the leads and manage your clients as well, do the whole package together. That would be
that would
extremely, it's
be.
hard to find, but that would be solid on your end.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like I need to get my own Alexa, my own Ruben. I need to get all those guys, bro. So
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
for I mean that actually would be because like I literally chatted with Nicholas, like and all the boys, and I
Hmm.
told him, like, bro, if I had like a crazy big ass team, the only thing I need to worry about is just sales. I'll be fucking printing like at least 2K a day, bro, or like
Hmm.
3K, 4K, like whatever, bro. But yeah, but other than that, pretty good clients, bro. Some clients are getting results. One of them, it seems like he's about to close a job. The other one, he got a fucking crazy ass quote, like estimate, bro.
Okay.
Like from one job, from one person, an entire like a big ass house, fucking like 85 grand worth of a fucking entire job.
Okay. That's
So
crazy.
it was crazy. So like, if that guy at least closes at least half of it, he'll be more than happy. But we'll
Hmm.
see, bro. Because he also told me to like to see if I can do more. Because that is also the thing, bro. This client wanted me to like dig further, bro. calling back the leads to see if we can like even push him to the lean and just go buy. But I mean, we'll see, bro. Because that's also
Yeah.
a reason why like, we need somebody to fulfill. But yeah, other than that, I mean,
Okay.
good.
Focus on that,
Just
bro. Then, okay. Make job postings. Like, make that your number one focus.
yeah. Okay, yeah, I need to do it in the group. And yeah, and tomorrow I have my call with Alexei. So be ready, Alexei. I know you watching this, so like save yourself an hour. So we're gonna have a good time, all right, bro?
Yeah. No, you're in a good situation, bro. Like for
Yeah.
everyone here on the call, like you're Jose closed on multiple clients. He's doing pretty well. And now he's reached a point where he has too many clients to manage. I think you have
Yeah.
5 clients now, 5 accounts, 4 accounts.
About to be 6.
Yeah, about to be 6. So
I
now
mean,
he's taking all the sales calls. He's
oh,
calling his own leads, plus he's taking care of his clients. So now it's getting a bit much for him. But
hold
the
on. Yeah,
fun part when you make more money is that you have more money to spend. So
yeah,
100%, bro, you should
exactly.
reinvest that.
Yeah, and bro, to be honest, if I would have kept all the clients that I had like before having a trash media buyer, I would have like right now, I'll be a fucking solid almost like close to 10K a month, bro.
Mm,
Just the only issue, bro. This fucking client didn't retain, bro. That's the only issue. Because
yeah.
I still have access to some of their accounts. Because like, look, like, hold on, let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bro, I'll be a fucking 10K already, bro. This client would have retained, bro. Like, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's part of the game, bro. It's normal. Like
Yeah, it's
you,
part of the
you
game.
can sit there, you can beat yourself and say like, "Oh, if every single client stayed with me, I'd be making this
Mhm.
much money." But in reality, it's unrealistic. Like it's not gonna
Yeah.
happen. There's no agency unless you're super established, you have a really big team and good reputation and everything. It will take time. It will come eventually, but it's
Mhm.
just you cannot be too hard on
So,
yourself at the beginning.
yeah, and also, bro, like just to like another thing I wanted to wrap it up because I know there's some other people that want to like join the call.
Hmm.
And like, bro, because also these clients, they were telling me like the Klarna thing, because the guy that has like the 85 grand job on the line, he's low key interested. That he asked me like, does she need to do any kind of like credit check? Like, what is it? Do they need like what like do they need anything else to use that kind of stuff? And so I'm like, I mean, you can try to use Klarna. I'm pretty sure like it works out for like a lot of things, but I don't know. Do you know if there's a limit for the credit that you can borrow for that?
Yeah, I think 85K on Klarna is crazy. I don't think that's gonna go through. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna.
I'm not too sure how they typically collect payments for like 6-figure payments. Like I've personally never done that. I
Uh-huh.
think typically it's like a bank transfer at that
Yeah.
size.
Yes.
So that's something that you have to be careful. You can probably check online, but I think it's like 10K if I had to guess on Klarna.
10K. I'll see. I'll check online. Because also, bro, I like what I told the clients, like we could break it down like all the because like it's multiple like remodelings of a house, bro. It's like 2 bathrooms, 1 kitchen, 2 decks, something like that.
Hmm.
And like if you break it down, like every single one of them in a different job in different jobs, you might be able to do it. But I mean, we'll see, bro. Because like I
Yeah,
mean, if this clients had like this fucking like their own version of Klarna that they could have like this whole thing like easier, they'd be
yeah,
fucking printing, bro. But yeah,
yeah, for sure. But that's like a huge amount. Like I think someone who's renovating their house or kitchen or whatever for 80K, if they need financing, like $100 per month, I think something is, probably it's not the best decision for the client in
yeah,
itself.
thanks.
So they probably have a bigger budget. I would guess that these people have money to spend if they're
Exactly.
talking about the 80K job. So
80,
I think the need for Klarna, probably in his case, he'll have to manually split the payments. I really don't know in the local space like how they
exactly.
handle huge payments like those.
Yeah, it makes sense, bro. But yeah, that's good. And also, bro, yeah, I need to focus more in fucking closing. Cause yeah,
Yeah.
bro, we need to close more, bro. We need to close more. And I
Mhm.
actually like tomorrow I got the plan right now because like I'm just waiting to some payments to come in, and after that, bro, I'm just gonna raise the ad spend.
Mhm.
Instead of doing 15, I'm gonna see if I can do 30, which
Yeah.
means fucking 30 leads a day, bro. But my fucking
Yeah.
administrator would be dying, bro. So we'll
No,
see. We'll
that's
see.
good. Keep him busy, bro. That's what you have to
Yeah,
do.
I mean, it's just
Like,
another thing, bro. He's like, cause he's working, and he told me that he's gonna quit his other job so like he can focus in this and get more time to like spare time to just basically focus in this. But yeah, bro,
mhm.
if he doesn't is 24/7 calling leads ASAP as soon as they come in, bro, I'm probably just gonna tell him to like goodbye, bro. We just need to find another one.
Yeah,
But yeah, kind
100%.
of
Yeah,
about
do
it.
that. You're in a good place, bro. Like you know exactly what to do. We speak often and everything, and you're gonna absolutely crush it. And for everyone here on the live, if you've been following like these lives, you've probably seen Jose. I think when your first live, when you joined, you didn't have a client, and then you're collecting depots, and now you're closing deals, or you had like a few clients. But
No. When I joined, I like, because bro, like I already had clients when I joined. I had like one or two,
okay,
and one is just two of them is because they were paused right now. Because
Mhm.
like, but right now, currently working fucking 5 right now and 2 paused. So if like those ones that are paused, they decide to like renew, we have 7. But like on that,
Perfect.
we chilling. So like,
Yeah,
yeah, bro. Because even I remember when I signed my first client, bro, I joined to your call, and then we're like, yeah, Jose, yeah. So we feel so accomplished, bro. But yeah,
good,
bro,
bro.
Leah, what
Perfect.
the fuck, bro? I'm being dead ass. You want me to share my screen to see how many fucking access to like ad accounts I have?
We believe you, bro. We believe you. Don't worry, bro.
But yeah,
Liam is just fucking with you.
yeah,
All right,
no,
Broski.
bro. Bro, Liam is appointment setting for you, or is he closing for you, bro?
He's closing with me. He's part of the
Oh,
closing team.
like, how's he doing, bro?
He's doing very well. He's doing very well.
Let
We're
me
here
see.
to talk about you, bro.
Let me see about that. Let's see about that.
All right, broski. Thank you for joining the
No
live.
problem,
Okay, I
bro.
appreciate it.
Yeah,
All
I
right, take
got
care,
you.
broski.
Take care. Stuff like, bro, shut the fuck up, Alexa.
This guy. I wish YouTube Live should have like a live censoring option just for Jose. I think that would be, and a yapping counter. You know, when he starts yapping too much, it like starts flashing on the screen. I think that would be pretty useful for him. Calm. Very good. Cool. So I'm gonna have Praveen join the call. We do have a question. Can I call businesses over Instagram after they reply to me and request an explanation for my service? You could, but it's a bit weird. It's a bit too like if you ask permission, I think that's good. So you can tell them like, hey, do you have like a quick 5 minutes to discuss about it? I can call you on the phone and we can talk about it. That's good, but I wouldn't like just call them like that, spam them, because that's a bit too much. You have to ask permission before doing something like that. But it's not a bad idea though. It's a good idea. Cool. So Alan is asking, based on the mentorship program that we have, he has a few questions about setting up Go High Level web page and maybe the email automation. So we have like a full-on section in like the program on how to set up all of these things. For now, bro, like all I want you to worry about is the landing page. Okay, even that, it's not like 100% necessary. Okay, so if you contact Alexa, he's going to give you a template, and the website is pretty much going to be 90% done for you. So all you have to do is put your logo, your niche, your offer, all of these things, and it's super like easy. It's like plug and play. So you just click on the text, you change it, and it's very easy to do. So there should be like a full-on training in the actual program. I'm not gonna go over it here on the live, but it's relatively like easy to use. Okay, so watch the training. If you don't have access to it, just message Alexa, and he's gonna give you access to everything. Cool. So I'm gonna have Praveen on the call. Big boy Praveen.
Yo,
How's it going, broski?
how's it going, bro? How's it going?
It's going well. It's going well. How's the agency moving?
The agency, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. This February, I don't know. My appointment cost went from 35 to 75.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so that's why we launched ads today. Like some. Actually, no, I'm not gonna tell you the offer here. I'll tell it when it starts gonna work.
Yeah,
But
you can DM me after.
yeah, yeah. But it's a common offer. But it's kind of creative. But yeah,
Okay.
I launched some new offers and like a learning. I got a what do you call it? What is it called? Like a frame shift, like a like my
Mindset shift.
worldviews. Yeah, where like, bro, you can't be running the same ads for 7 months. Like,
Yeah.
you have to be every day, like at least every week, changing new ads. I don't know.
Yeah, I listened to a podcast from Alex Ramosi, and he's like, what people are bad at ads. Obviously, they set up ads, they don't work, and they have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah.
The next phase is you have a winning ad set,
Yeah.
and then you're like, okay, I got this. Like, I'm
Yeah.
good, and you just stop like trying to test out new ads and constantly innovate,
Yeah.
and just kind of compound on the work that you've done. So you're like, okay, I've made this ad which works very well. How can I make it even better? And you keep testing, and you don't stop, basically. And I did the same mistake as you, bro. So us two, we've been running the same ads for a very long time. And if it makes you feel better, us to Feb, the cost of our messages, appointments, and everything is way higher than usual.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's something with the market,
No,
the
Joe.
timing of the year.
Yeah. And I don't know for anyone in the stream that knows Joe, but like Joe said the same thing with him. Like he had a mindset shift as well. His appointment costs went pretty up as well. So
Yeah, I think it's a phase that everyone's going through, because even me, it's weird how all three of us and like other people too in the program, we're all experiencing this at the same time. But I think it's a good lesson, and even us, we're redoing our ads and stuff. Are you doing video ads where you're
Yeah.
there, you're talking and everything?
well, I filmed four hooks, 2 bodies, and
Okay.
on the same offer. So I just have that in one ad set, one ad DCT
Mhm.
direct. You know, it's some Ruben shit, bro. But yeah,
Okay.
you know what DCT is?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. But yeah, man, like that's what I've been doing, and I think every week I'm gonna launch a like new ad. Just keep, even if they're winning, the previous ones are winning, just keep on doing it.
Okay, cool. Are you like in your bed like this, like with your camera and you're just talking, or are you outside like doing something?
It depends. So like this one, I have like I put some shit in the background to make it look like a fucking office instead of a bedroom. But yeah, like that's what that's what I'm doing. In the past, I was on my own roof. That worked really, really well, bro. Like when I first started running ads, the first 3 months, I was only spending $30 per day, bro. But the cost per like, I wish I was spending $150 back then than now, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. You learn from your lesson. But yeah, that's a really good idea. I was asking because I remember seeing your TikTok where you were like physically on the roof with like I think you had the hard hat or something.
Yeah,
or
no,
vest.
that ad was the best. That ad was so good. Yeah. I'm doing something similar to that though.
Yeah, that's very smart. For everyone here recording ads, like don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Go outside, get some props, record, make it a bit more unique than just you sitting on your desk and talking for 1 minute with your ads. Very good, bro. Did you have any questions for me?
Yeah. Bro, so one thing was I know you use the Miro charts and whiteboards. I know Serge does it as well. I like Serge kind of does a combination of both. You know, I feel like it's really, really useful. I kind of just ignored it. But yeah, I think I'll start to use it. What do you think?
Use it where? In your sales calls?
Yeah. I like just like quickly. Like I want to do like their state that they're in right now. Like, okay, right now you're making under $1 million or under 500K per year, and then the desired outcome, which is thing, and then I just build shit. Do you remember like your short form content?
Yep. I'm gonna pull it up right here and we can look at it together.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a very good idea. It's let me share my screen and make sure I don't leak anything. How do you share screen? Present, share screen. Can you see my screen? Is it working?
Or maybe in the stream it's working. Oh yeah,
is this working?
That's working. Yeah.
Yeah.
Zoom in. Though.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. This is what I used to do. So for everyone here doing sales calls or preparing to do sales calls, I used to pitch like this. It was literally this. Okay. It was less text. There was more images and stuff like that. I was making it a bit more dynamic. But I think this, instead of using PowerPoints, this, for me at least, makes it easier to comprehend what the journey will look like. Okay. What the individual steps of what it's going to look like to work with your agency. So right here, you basically want to call out the current situation. So what you could do as well, which is what I would do, is they're stuck at their current revenue level. So I would physically write, like, okay, so last month, how much did you make with your roofing business? Okay, they'll say 100K or something. Cool, 100K. How many employees do you have? Okay, 4 employees, whatever. I'm just writing random stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so you list it out so they can see their current situation, and then you ask them, I'm like, in a perfect world, how much money would you be making?
300K.
Okay. okay, and they say 300K, and you're like, cool, what's stopping you from hitting 300K? And let them sell themselves on the why they need your help. They're like, well, I need more jobs. I'm not able to get jobs consistently. Cool. What have you tried before in the past? I tried to run ads, but it didn't work. Why didn't it work? Dig deep and just create as much pain as you can for them. And then here, you visually display what the situation, what the journey will look like working with them. So in your case, it can be lead generation. So here, obviously, this was for YouTube videos. I didn't go in details, but I would actually show them pictures of ads you've been running for your clients and the numbers and everything. Okay, so you show them the CRM, you show them all the leads, how you're following up. Here you would add the follow-up sequence. If you call the lead, show them how it works and everything. Here, show them how you're going to help them close more deals. So if they tell you, hey, I'm really struggling with sales, you're going to focus on this. If they're struggling up with following up their leads, you're going to focus on this. If it's getting new leads, it's going to be this.
Yeah.
Okay, this is really smart. I made one for short form content. So this is an example that I think many people can sort of understand. If you're offering something like short form content, instead of just pitching people like, hey, I'm going to build your content, what you want to do is take care of absolutely everything that can help them get to their end goal. So their goal is not to get shorts on their Instagram page. Okay. So if you pitch it to me, who has like a YouTube channel and everything, and you tell me, Oliver, I'm going to create 30 shorts for you every single month, it's good, but that's not necessarily what I'm looking for. My end goal is to have millions of followers. I don't really care what needs to be done to get to this objective. I don't want 30 shorts. I want millions of followers. So what needs to be like, what needs to happen for me to reach this desired situation? And in this case, I need help with my ideas. I need to structure my content. I need to do my long form and my short form. I need to do thumbnails. I need someone to post them, interact with my followers, the comments, host events like these YouTube lives, optimize my accounts, what's the equipment, boost my posts, or use paid ads to boost my following. So everything I need to do to get them to their end goal, I will take care of it for you. So your job, Praveen, is to basically just replicate this, but make it more specific for roofers and show them examples of what it would look like.
And also in the video I watched, bro, you know how it's this current situation with the red box?
Yep.
Like under, they put it like an arrow, and then it's like, okay, well, what is the exact situation? It's like, okay, well, like construction companies, like they don't have predictable jobs, like they have word of mouth referrals. So it's like, okay, what's the cause of, what's the negative effect of that? Oh, I'm not having enough money. Oh, okay, I have family relationship problems, and then you just dig deep and deep and deep. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, it's very. I think it's a very good idea to do something like this when you're closing people. I love the Lucid chart because PowerPoint is kind of just like back to back. Each PowerPoint is new, but the Lucid chart, it's like one big page with everything that they need to see to close.
Yeah, bro, 100%. And I also want to include it. The main thing though is I wanted to make that as my like VSL, because I don't have a VSL other than like confirmation and some like client results. I want to actually do it like this Lucid chart way. I think it's really, really good because I saw Serge video and he said like, bro, do this for your VSL and your closing rate will go a little bit up.
I can send you my VSL that I made with the Lucid chart.
Oh yeah, okay.
For a big program, and it was exactly like this Lucid chart, and I did it with Serge, so I followed his framework and everything.
Yeah,
I'll send it to you. Okay. Cool. But you don't have a closing issue though, bro. I don't think you have a closing issue.
Yeah, I know, but it's just like just kind of sick to have. Like it's
I think it's good to have as backup. If someone is a bit confused and they don't understand, you can just pull this up for 2 seconds and just show them, hey, for the next 90 days, this is what we're going to be doing. The first 3 days, we'll be working on these ads. They'll look like this. The next days, we'll work on your follow-up system. Then it's how do you close deals. Then the first 30 days, you can expect this much money back in your business. Okay. And have like a nice flow. But I maybe just combine it with your PowerPoint, because obviously, bro, like what you're doing for yourself is working very well. So you don't want to like,
I know,
fuck something up that's working already perfectly well.
Yeah. The only thing that's holding me back, bro, like literally the only thing, bro, is my appointment cost, which links direct to filming new ads. Like that's like a very big mistake, bro. I think Joe, like everyone like not everyone, but like I know like 4 people above 20K per month that did this mistake of relying on their ads too much, and I have to record new ads because bro. I mean, if my cost per appointment is like back to like 30, bro, 35, bro. It's crazy.
Mhm.
It's gonna scale it exponentially, but
Exactly. It's also normal when you up ad spend, it will be more expensive.
yeah.
Because when you start running ads, like Facebook, obviously they want you to get good results. They want you to stay on the platform.
Yeah.
So they're going to show your ads your limited budget, like $30 in the grand scheme of things is absolutely nothing. You know, it's for Facebook, it's nothing. So
Right.
obviously they want you to spend more. So they're going to show your ads to people who have a history of clicking on those ads and filling out forms.
Right.
And obviously there's not as many people who are doing that versus people who just scroll and don't click on ads.
That's
So
why.
when you up ad spend, you get less and less of those people, and now you have to convince those who never click ads to click on your ads, which is why it's more expensive. Which is why you have to make
But I
new
know the
ads and constantly test.
quality it gets better over time. As I feel.
It could, yeah, it could get better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At least for me,
yes.
that's what I experienced.
Yeah, for sure. Like, there's also less. Like, you're working with roofers making 30K a month. There's probably not. There's a good amount, but of course, the more you spend, the harder they are to find as well.
Yeah, 100%, bro. I mean, most of the roofers, I mean, are doing a little bit more than 30K, but I think average roofers that hops on call with me is like probably profiting 10K a month, probably doing 50, 60K a month.
What's the ratio? Like when you run ads and
Mhm.
people fill out the lead form,
Right.
what's the ratio to people who make
Well,
less than 30K versus those who make above 30K
30K in revenue or profit?
revenue? Whatever is your qualifying metric.
Well, I would say like above, I would say 30K rev is like qualified,
Uh-huh.
I'd say, I would say 40, 60. Depends on the month, but like 40, like October was so the quality was insane, but on a usual month, like 40, 60, I'd say.
So 40% are qualified.
I'd say 40% are doing like 30K a month, like
Okay.
30, like that 20 to 30K a month.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Yeah, that's very good. That's
Yeah.
perfect.
Mhm.
It's normal. Like you're calling out your audience and everything. That's something I'll be doing as well. I've never done that before. I've never called out my audience.
Yeah.
So we just go after mass market, and then
Yeah.
from there in the DMs and on the phone calls, we qualify people.
Yeah.
But this time we're gonna test out attention people, blah blah, blah making
All
this
right.
much money.
Or attention agency owners code, like a
Not agency owners. I'm gonna go after people making like people doing 9 to 5s.
Mm,
So if you're working a 9 to 5, making more than 3K a month, and you feel like you're not getting paid what you deserve,
yeah. Mm,
insert ad. Yeah.
right.
So we'll see.
Yeah, I think the only thing that like the only thing is this, bro. But I mean, the main to fix it, bro, it just takes time and money. Yeah.
Yeah. It sucks. It sucks because you cannot do something right there and then and fix it. You know, it's like you have to kind of wait and just.
Yeah. Usually, if it's like a sales problem or like this problem, hire, boom, personal brand, make a TikTok, attention. I need more setters. Like easy, but
Yeah,
it's
that's true.
yeah.
No, I agree with you. Me too. I'm in the exact situation as you. If we had a sales problem, if someone wasn't able to close, I can fix that easy. You know, give me an hour with a person, and I'll teach you how to close.
Yeah.
But if ads are screwing up,
Yeah.
and Ruben tells me I just need to wait, then it's like okay.
Yeah.
It's like I appreciate your work, Ruben, but screw you. You know, I don't want to wait. I want to make money right now.
Yeah. Get the fuck out.
Exactly. But it's how it is. You know, that's how it works.
Yeah, bro.
Cool. Perfect. How's do you want to make a little announcement on what you will purchase? I think people want to hear you.
Yeah, guys. I saw my first little amount of success in the grand scheme of things. I purchased my first Mercedes AMG car. It's coming in, bro. It's coming in 2 days, bro.
Damn, that's crazy.
It's coming in 2 days. I optioned it except for the seats itself. Like I like the standard seats better.
No bucket seats,
bro. It's like an extra 7K, bro. Like,
come on, bro. You need bucket seats.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, like just new AMG.
Very good, bro. Congrats.
I feel like it's
W in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, before he gets his driver's license. I think that's the craziest part. He doesn't even have his driver's license and he bought a car, so that's pretty crazy.
Yeah. But bro, I feel like it's gonna like even right now, like I feel myself like working more. Like I don't know, bro. I feel like more of someone that works harder, if you know what I mean. I don't know if you could feel that when you got your car.
Of course, because you're motivated and you're like, okay, this actually works. Like because it's one thing you make money on Stripe, you see the numbers go up, it's cool, it's gains there. But like until you use that money to better your life,
Yeah.
it's almost like the money doesn't have any effect on your life. And I made a YouTube video about this. I know you know this already, Praveen, but this is more so for everyone on the call. But for me, I remember I was Serge. He's an entrepreneur. For those that don't know, on YouTube, he does very well for himself. I was invited to his New Year Eve's party, or I think it was before that. Anyways, he was having some sort of like party with a bunch of people in the space, and he asked me, he's like, "Oh, so Oliver, how does it feel to be making like 50K a month?" I think that's how much I was making back then.
Revenue.
And
Revenue.
yeah, and I was like, yeah, it's pretty good, but I'm like, my life hasn't really changed. And he's like, well, has your lifestyle, like, have you been using that money? Has your lifestyle changed ever since you've been making that much money? I'm like, no. He's like, well, that's why. And I told him, I'm like, okay, let me hit this number, and if I hit it on my birthday, I'll buy a car, which I did. So definitely sometimes you have to reward yourself, but there has to be a balance. You cannot go too crazy.
Yeah, but I know, yeah. So Serge is probably like top 3 favorite YouTubers right now, bro. Maybe Alex Hormozy, Serge. Then I don't know who's third. I think Oliver's third. But no, Serge also made a video. I remember he made a video about like buying, like it's good, like you should, especially when you're young and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. You'll it's not everyone that has the opportunity of buying an AMG at how old are you now? 17?
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. Good for you, bro.
Yeah, it's funny. I have a BMW sweater right now, bro, because I thought like 2 years ago, I thought I was gonna get a BMW. Like when I was closing for you, like a couple months ago, bro, I was like,
bro, you hopped at the AMG with me. You were in the car with me, so
no, yeah,
it's pretty crazy. All right, Busky, very good. Thank you for hopping on the live. I appreciate it.
All right, bro. See you, bro. I'm gonna hit the
Take
gym.
care, bro. Peace. Bye.
Bye.
Cool. Pretty crazy. I've known Praveen for a very long time. He was one of my very first clients. So it's crazy to see his whole journey, from working part-time at some place. I forget where he worked, but he used to work part-time at some job. And but I think it was like pretty much the last money he had. He put it with me, and we've been working, and now he's absolutely crushing it. So good for him. Cool. So I'm gonna add a new person on the call. Someone we've never spoke to, Mr. Mithun. I hope I'm saying your name right, bro. I'll add you to the call. Welcome, bro. How's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
Very good, very good. We don't hear you very loud. It's like kind of quiet.
Oh, sorry. If you don't mind, give me a sec. Fix my mic.
You're good, bro.
Yeah. So, how's the weather in Montreal?
It's pretty. Now it's okay. It's cold, but tonight we have a huge snowstorm. Okay, he's out. I'm gonna go screw myself. I'll just talk to myself, No, Jose, don't raise your hand. I see you. Okay, we'll have Isaiah on the call, and hopefully he'll be able to fix his stuff by the time we're done.
What's up, my man?
How's it going, bro? Nice to hear from you again.
Bro. Huh?
I said nice to hear from you again.
Yeah, man. I missed the last call, unfortunately.
I think last call I canceled it. I was the one that canceled it.
No, not that one. It was the Wednesday. It was a Friday call, I think. It was like
the group call instead of our program.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
How's everything on your end? How's the agency?
Pretty okay. I've just kind of been really busy right now, unfortunately. So, and then I've kind of like been exploring options on like email marketing.
Okay.
And then also I've been kind of creating a new offer too. So my main issues right now is that, well, with the plumbing situation, is that there's a lot of plumbers out there who just don't need more customers, unfortunately. And they're pretty okay. Like they can't take any more jobs. Mm-hmm. And, more expensive jobs is great and all, but, that's just like some people are just like, yeah, man, I can't even like take any jobs in the first place. So what's the point?
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, so I have to find something that these plumbers, my internet is going crazy too. I bought new internet. I can't set it up yet though, but what's it called? So I found out that they are like yeah, man, I have to find something that these plumbers would actually need.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I was thinking is like most of these plumbers are really unorganized. They don't even have a website. They don't have like anything really. They just, people know them, people refer to them, whatever, blah, blah. And that's how they get their customers. They have no way of tracking their customers, like besides people that are calling them. And, you know, that's just not good. Like you're not going to, I felt like that's not going to cut it.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, what can I do to help them? So I was like, okay, maybe I can help them with that part. And so I'm kind of like learning and structuring, like, okay, so maybe I can go ahead and like offer them like a website, and, you know, it comes with tracking, and, you know, it helps them boost themselves up on Google in their local area, the SEO.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, you know, have like an AI chatbot, book appointments, so people can book appointments for themselves. And then just kind of all of that. So I was just kind of like learning and like playing around with it, just kind of figuring out how it would go. But yeah, that's so I've been kind of going through like a little bit more of a learning curve. But
Mm-hmm.
besides that, I did have my other person who came in, my first like customer, you know, they paid me the money great and everything. So it took them forever, like a week and a half or 2 weeks for them to actually book the onboarding call. Like the first one they booked, they didn't even show up. So I was like, okay, I at this point, I don't even know. So I just was like, okay, let me outreach, let me check in with them. And my media buyer also checked in with them again and had them book a call. And so, you know, they're getting onboarded, etc. And so we're going to start figuring that out. At this point, I think I'm just going to kind of do user as a review instead of like anything else, because her stuff is all over the place, and I don't really want to take part in trying to figuring out all that information really. So
that person paid you, or is it a free trial?
Yeah, they paid.
Okay.
No,
cool.
they paid.
Cool. So if it's a paying client, you know, you just have your media buyer follow up with them, or whatever, you follow up with them.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, like you want to get them results as soon as possible. But if they paid you and they're constantly rebooking their onboarding call and everything, at a certain point, it's kind of like up to them, you know, like you made your money and it's like, come on, bro, like, do you want to make this work? Yes or no? And also, like, you're just beginning, bro. So like, you really have to focus on yourself. So just get as many clients for yourself. That's the number one goal. You know, I know we want to deliver the best results for our clients, and we will do our best to do it, but you also have to think of yourself.
Yeah.
When it comes to the SEO thing, and basically what you described to me is that these plumbers don't have a CRM. That's basically it, because the CRM is what's going to organize the leads, follow-ups. You can have automations, not even AI, just basic automations with Go High Level, super easy to set up. The only issue, bro, is that these are things that you should already be doing for your clients with Facebook ads or Google ads. Okay, so were you on the live when I shared my screen and I showed that chart with all of the squares?
I don't think so.
No. Okay. So essentially, your objective is the client is in this situation. They're making, let's say, 30K a month, and they want to make 100K per month. What needs to be done to get them to this level? So yes, you can set up ads for them, but then the next issue is they have leads, and if they can't handle those leads or nurture them, they're not going to get to their end goal. So you have to basically fill the gap and do as much as you can to get them to 100K, and that includes following up with their leads, making sure everything's organized, so it's part of the service. As for just selling it as is, it will be harder to sell, bro. Okay, I'm just putting it out there because it's harder to put like a direct dollar value on what you're doing for them. It's easy for me to say, hey, if you give me $1,000 in ads, I will make you $5,000 back. Like, it's very easy to say that. But hey, pay me this much money and I'll make you a CRM. Although yes, they need it. Although yes, they will end up making more money. It's just harder for them to comprehend that. Okay, so I would be careful with that. All of these things that you mentioned, I would add it as like a bonus to your core offer, which is running ads.
Okay. That makes sense.
Do you also, another thing, bro, you're cold calling, right? To get your clients?
Yeah.
That's another thing that you're basically fighting against. So it may seem like these plumbers have too many clients to handle, but it's also because you're just calling random plumbers. But if you were running ads, you would get plumbers reaching out to you asking for help.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's another thing. Would you have like a small budget you can put into ads? Let's say $20 a day, $30 a day.
Not right now, no.
Okay. Do you work
I would
part
have
time
to.
or are you full time
No,
in
I
college?
actually don't even have a job. No.
Okay.
They were supposed to give me my work study for my school, but our president or something like that for our school is just cutting down on like federal work study or something. I don't know, but they just can't give me that job. So right now I'm kind of like looking for a job, really.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to look
For
around.
me, bro, if I had to restart from zero and I had no money whatsoever, I would find a way to get some money into ads. I would work part time, use that
Mhm.
money part time, and put it into ads. Because the amount of hours you're spending cold calling, you could be spending working and using that money to run ads for yourself. And I'm telling you, the leads that you speak with through ads is night and day difference.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's something I would consider. So if I were you, bro, I wouldn't view this as like I'm not saying like do Uber or whatever. I'm just saying don't view this like wave of people telling you like, hey, I have too many jobs to handle as you needing to redo your entire offer. I'm telling you, everyone here has gone through a phase where they said no one needs more clients. I'm going to do websites instead. Everyone has said that, even me. I started a whole business. I will make your website in social media. Okay. And trust me, bro, it is harder to sell because you're not providing direct value. And you have proof, bro. Like you booked meetings and you closed a client for your service. So you've already proven that it works.
Yeah.
Okay. So just you can do what you want, bro. But if you're asking for my advice, I would keep doing what you're doing, and tough it out until you have enough clients who are paying you. Let's say you sign a client for $500, $1K, and use that money for ad spend. That would be my objective if I was you.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like if I was to do that, then I just kind of need to find a job. I don't know how professional it is to ask you on live stream, but if you're in the business of hiring, so
You can send me a DM. Send me a DM. I might have something as like an appointment setter.
Okay.
All right. That's the perfect. That's also a side note. Working for someone who has a good agency, this is actually perfect. Jose is looking for someone, okay, to call up his leads, to follow up with his leads and stuff like that for his clients. I always tell people, if you're in a situation where you really want to start a business and you maybe don't have the funds or the experience or the knowledge or whatever, that one of the best things you can do is you work with someone who knows what the fuck they're doing. And a small company, not a big corporate company. Because when you work with big companies, you're just a little piece in the whole fucking system. Like they don't care about you. You could die and they will replace you like that, and it's not that deep for them. Okay, so you work with a smaller company that's doing what you want to do at a smaller scale, and because you'll be so close to the founder, you'll see exactly what they're doing. And then from there, once you have the money from working with them, you not only have money, but you also have the experience and you know how a business runs. Okay, I am telling you, like Jose would be probably a good fit for you. Okay, I'm kind of putting you guys on the spot. Like I don't know if you guys are a good team, but like he's giving me the thumbs up. Like I see his camera. I know you don't see him, but I see him.
Okay.
So you can definitely send him a DM. He's doing very well. He's signing multiple clients, and I don't think you were on the live, but he was just telling me how he doesn't have the people to take care of his clients. Like he's struggling with people following up with his leads and stuff like that. Okay, so this can be a good opportunity for you. It doesn't have to be Jose, it can be anyone else, but literally make a post in the group and just say like, hey, does someone need an appointment setter?
Okay. All right. Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. Like all of my Praveen used to work with me, and now he's crushing it. There's Charlie. He used to close for me. Now he started his own thing and he's crushing it as well. Okay, and I have a few other people as well, appointment setters and stuff like that. They used to work with me. I paid them. They make money. They understand how to run a business. Boom, I'll start my own shit.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, that sounds good, bro. Absolutely.
Cool.
I'll DM Jose as well.
But you got this, bro. Like you're good. Like don't underestimate yourself. Like you're very solid. Like I was genuinely surprised when you first joined and I first met you, how you were already cold calling. Like you're an action taker. You book meetings and you close the deal. Okay, that is not. There are people like for me, it took a year or two to just sign my first client. I was fucking around a lot, but it took me so much more time. Okay, so don't underestimate how far you've come so far. Okay. and don't give up and don't do some bullshit like reviews and stuff like that. It seems easier to sell. I get it. I see the appeal in it, but trust me, bro, you don't want to go down that route.
Okay. Yeah.
Huh?
All right. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna go figure out this stuff and go from there.
Perfect. Cool. Let me know if you have any questions, and make sure to hop on our call on Friday. Okay. We'll continue the conversation, and Jose will be there on the call too, and other people as well, so we can have more like a group conversation. If you don't have school.
Yeah, I think I might have practice that day because you guys have calls at what time Friday?
It's 12 EST,
12?
my time. I don't know what time it is for you.
I don't know. I have to check my schedule, but if I can get there, I'll be there.
Yeah. Otherwise, just make a post. Really make a post. Say like, "Hey, does anyone need some help?" And you've obviously proved yourself. You're on the Oliver YouTube page, so you're featured in one of my videos, so people know you.
All right.
They might think you're in high school, but it's fine. You know, it's just an objection to handle.
We have to change that, man.
I'll change it.
All right.
All right, broski.
Okay.
Keep crushing it, okay?
Right.
I appreciate you
Right.
hopping on the live. Take care.
No problem. Peace.
Cool. Very good. See, that's why you want a community. That's why you want to work with other people who are also in this space. Like, it is huge. Like, doing this by yourself is I've done it and I would not do it again. I regret doing this. And I bought Iman's course, for those that don't know. Iman's course was good. Like, I don't want to talk shit on it. I feel like everyone talks shit on Iman, but I really like the guy. I think he's super smart. And people will talk shit on Iman because typically it's the first course that they bought. And you were probably inconsistent. You probably didn't do what needed to be done. You didn't do 100 cold calls every single day for a month. And of course, it's easier to blame Iman than it is to blame yourself. Okay. So I bought his course. It didn't really work out at the beginning for me in terms of like me being able to sign a client right away, but I did learn a lot. The one thing I didn't like about his thing is the community aspect. It was a Facebook group, but because Iman is very popular, he has lots of clients, the group had thousands of people in it. And there's no way you can build like a small group of friends in a 1,000 people group. Okay. That's my experience. Which is what I love about what I do, is because it's like everyone knows each other. Like everyone, it's not just they know me and I'm the main source of information. Everyone's helping each other. And that's always how I envision sort of building what I do today. Okay. So that's very important as well. So don't be like, if you are part of a community, push yourself out there, make posts, ask questions, DM people. You'd be very surprised. Like, people want to meet people. Okay. Like, you can never have too many friends in the space. So cool. So I'm gonna have Mr. Mitt back on the call. Hopefully you don't ghost me, bro. Okay, that was kind of rude. I'm not gonna lie. Like, we don't hear you, bro. We don't hear you.
I'm so sorry about that.
No, you're fine, bro. I know. I'm just fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. How's everything, bro?
It's going good. How about you?
Good. Are you inside of our community, or where did you hear about
Yeah,
it?
so I'm inside of the community. I
Cool.
wanted to ask you a few questions. So,
Yeah.
as the moment is standing, like I cold call pretty frequently, right?
Nice.
And I'm doing the heating and cooling sector, right?
Nice.
So I book meetings with people, but on the day of the meeting, they just ghost me, you know?
Mhm.
So, is there any tips you could give me on that, like
Yeah.
how to go from there?
So you're basically having a show rate issue. So how many calls have you booked through cold calls so far?
To be honest with you, like the ratio is like for every 100 calls, it's probably like 3 booked, 3 to 5. Yeah.
Very good. That's a 3%, 5% conversion rate. That's very good. Cool. So how many calls have you actually booked so far?
Yeah, in the heating and cooling sector, probably about 150. And for overall, we did roofing, we did plumbing, and then right now we're on heating and cooling. Throughout that, it's probably like 20, 30.
So you've
So-
taken 20 to 30 calls, basically, like 20 to 30 book calls.
Yeah.
Cool. So a normal show rate for cold calls is a bit low. It's lower than paid ads. Okay, because again, what is the dynamic? They didn't ask for help. They didn't need help in the first place. They weren't seeking for that. You were the one to approach them and say like, "Hey, bro, I can help you." So the level of like urgency and how much they're in pain is not as high as someone who comes to you for help. So it is normal that your show rate is lower. Okay. For ads, a typical show rate, 40 to 50%. Like that's pretty good. Obviously, the good, you want to be closer to 70, 80%. But industry standard, from what I'm seeing so far with the people we're working with, 40 to 50% from ads. So these are people, again, reached out to you for help. So for cold calls, I wouldn't be surprised if your show rate's closer to like 25%, even 20%. Okay. So it's normal, first of all. So I don't want you to think that you're doing something wrong. It's normal. You're cold calling. Okay. That's not what you want to do.
Yeah, and another issue I've also faced is that whenever I talk to like what do you as I'm cold calling, whenever I talk to people, they're always telling me, okay, $1,000 for ads and like a fee, it's too much money. Why are you guys doing this? Someone even called me a scammer. So like, I
Mhm.
mean, sir,
Yeah, it's part of the game. So
Yeah.
you'll reach a point where you filter people. So ideally, you work with people who understand I need to put money into marketing, and they're not bums. So that's something that, again, over time, when you spend ads, but when you spend money on ads, that will help. But just to touch on the show rate, simple things that you can do is you call the leads the day before to remind them you have a call on the phone, and just make sure they're going to show up. You can set up DM automations. Okay, that's going to help
Yeah.
on Go High Level. So very simple to set up. I like to go with the please reply yes that you will show up to the call. Otherwise, I will cancel your call. I will not show up.
Yeah.
Okay, so that kind of forces them to reply versus the hey, quick reminder that you have a call tomorrow at this time. Okay, and you know that everyone who replies yes, at least for us and everyone else that I work with, the likelihood of them showing is a lot higher. Okay, so automations, stuff like that, that's going to help a lot. In terms of it's a lot of money, like it's an objection. Okay, everything's lots of money. Everyone wants their shit to be free.
Yeah.
So very simple is just showing them the ROI, the value. So like say yeah, it's $1,000, but you stand to make a 10x ROI on your ads. So if I were to, like, would you pay me 1K if I gave you 10K in exchange? That's like a question I like to ask people. They're like, yeah, obviously. I'm like, well, this is how ads work. And then from there, you can have a money back guarantee. So like, look, bro, worst comes to worst. Obviously, I wouldn't be running a successful business if I solely relied on this. But just for your peace of mind, we do have a money back guarantee. So if worst comes to worst, you don't make your money back, which again, I wouldn't be running a successful business if I only relied on this. I will just pay you back the entire thing. So it's essentially risk free.
Is there any advice you'd give to me in terms of what you could have improved throughout your journey? Like,
I would have hopped on paid ads sooner. I really delayed that. I did not realize how powerful it is. Even if it's a tiny budget, like $20 a day, $10 a day, even, I would start running that as soon as possible. So if you do, like, whenever I signed my first client, I think I closed them for $3K a month, Canadian, not US. And it was like a hybrid of performance base plus a base. It was 1K base plus a fee per appointment that I would book for him. And I was making about 3K a month. My smart ass was like, okay, I'll keep all of the money and I'm going to keep cold calling. And I kept doing that and I killed myself doing that. I absolutely hated it. But again, I didn't realize that running paid ads is insane. The amount of leverage you have on that is insane. Okay. So I, looking back, would have used that 3K right away, put it into ads. Are you working with active clients right now?
so currently it's been a year since I've started like my agency and whatnot, and so far I've gotten close to signing someone, but it's never like we've never got paid or whatever. So it's just like an uphill journey.
Cool. You keep saying we. Are you working with someone or are you by yourself?
Yeah, so it's me and my co-founder,
Okay, cool.
both of us.
Do you have one person on service delivery and then one person on the sales and marketing side?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, cool. Yeah, in that case, bro, like I would just keep cold calling. If you haven't worked with clients before, I wouldn't be opposed to the idea of you doing a free trial or working on the performance basis. Okay, so still pitch the 1K per month plus the ad fee. Obviously, they have to pay ads. And then from there, if they say the fee is too much money, it can be like, look, I really believe in what I do. I know I can help you. What if we worked on a percentage base only? So once I bring you a client that pays you, I'll just take a small percentage out of that. And the goal there is not necessarily to make money, but rather get a good case study. So you can next time show your clients, hey, I work with this guy, this HVAC company, and look how much money I made them with 1K ad spend. So yes, I'm asking you for 1K, but look at how much money they made back. And that's going to make your life a lot easier. Then you can collect money up front.
Yeah, so I've tried doing that, right? And most of the times, the owner would be like, "So you're saying free trial? Does that mean it's free and we don't have to pay anything?" And like, it's just like arguing back and forth.
Yeah, it's they have to put marketing money.
Yeah.
It's an objection, bro. You have to handle. They
Um,
literally run a full-on business. Like, do you
Yeah.
think they not have 1K to put into advertisement, into marketing?
Do you have any other way instead of you said running ads for the business? Is there any
Yep.
other like other way instead of doing that? Like if you're like starting low with little to no budget.
Yeah, you can do cold DMs. You can do cold emails. I personally am not a big fan of emails. I know it works for some people. Like I have someone in a program that made 10K just solely off of emails, and it took everything in my power to force him to do ads, and then he switched because he was doing so well with emails. It's just me as like a coach. I don't have a ton of experience with emails, so I'm not going to tell people do emails when me myself I've never proved it to work. Cold DMs can work as well. It's the same principle as cold calling. You're obviously good at cold calling, so I would not do something else. If you have a 3% booking rate, even 1% booking rate, I would consider good. 2 being really good. So 3 is insane. So for me, I think it's more so of like a sales issue that you're having. It's the closing, handling objection, and getting people to pay. If you're inside of the program, if you could record one of your calls and send it to me, or just make a post in the community and tag me. Okay. And then we can review your call and give you some feedback. Because if I had to take a guess, your issue is the closing. That's what's holding you back.
Yeah, I just realized I don't think I'm in the program. I think I only signed up for marketing for emails, like updates. So
Okay.
I should look into that.
Yeah. In that case, like inside of our community, we would look at your ads and everything.
Yeah.
Your sales call, sorry, and that would allow me to review everything. Okay.
So would I just DM you a video of the sales call, or like how
Yeah,
would this?
send me a DM on Instagram.
Okay.
Okay. After the live, send me a DM and
Yeah.
we can continue the conversation on there.
And 100%, if you're ever looking for to mentor anyone, like I'm 100% on board. And yeah,
Cool. Perfect. Yeah. Just send me a DM on Instagram. We'll ask you a few questions. We'll see where you're at. Just by having this conversation, like you already did 90% of the work. Like all you're missing is the final part, which is the closing, which like it's okay. Like that's where most of my clients struggle with. I'm not gonna lie with you. It's like they reach a point where they're able to book calls. Then the next issue becomes, Oliver, I took 20 calls and I didn't close a single guy. Then it's like, okay, you have a closing issue. And that the best way for me to help you, like I can give you tips on how to close and everything. The issue is like one person might struggle with this part of the sales call, and the next person might just completely destroy the PowerPoint part, like the presentation part, and not explain very well the service. Some people, like one guy, completely, like the first 2 minutes of the call, it was super awkward. He was asking these weird ass questions, and I'm like, okay, this is your main issue that you're facing with.
Yeah.
Okay, so it depends. Like I would have to look at your call to really tell you where you're struggling with. But if you're telling me it's the money part, that's just an objection. It's just show them like, hey, bro, you can make this much money back. Okay? And ideally, you work with someone who understands that I need to put money into marketing. Okay. But yeah, bro, send me a DM on Instagram. There should be a link on the YouTube description.
Yeah.
Okay. And,
it was a pleasure meeting with you. I've been following you for a while. I've been following Praveen. I've talked to Praveen too. So
cool. Perfect.
It's an honor meeting you. Hope you have a
likewise, bro.
wonderful
Likewise, bro. I appreciate you hopping on the live. Okay. Take care.
Thank you. Yeah.
Cool. Very good. Very good. See, another hustler. That's what I like to see. I like to see people telling me I cold call 100 businesses every day. I've been doing it for a year and I'm still trying. I'm doing this. I'm trying this. I'm trying this. Like that's the mindset. That's the mentality you have to have. Okay. If you expect this just to work overnight and hey, I called 6 businesses and they all told me no, I cannot do this, then it's like, yeah, you're not going to get far with your business. Okay. I can guarantee you, you will not get anywhere with your business. Yeah, you have to eat shit for a whole year until you can see some success. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna have one last person on a call, Nicholas. I see that he's on the phone right now, so I'm not gonna call him right now. But in the meantime, if you guys have any questions in the chat, I can definitely answer them. I see Eric. Eric, I think you're new in the program. Is that right? I feel like I recognize your name, but I don't recognize your name as like a frequent viewer or someone in the program. Yeah, today was good. Lots of questions. The Instagram completely screwed up. If you guys were wondering, it was like horizontal, so the screen was like super weird. And I guess when I shared my screen, it completely like it was a bit all over the place. So that's not very good. But I will find a solution. I think next time I'll really take my phone and I'm gonna have like a tripod next to it, and I'll make the Instagram live from my phone. So we'll see how that goes. And I was getting DMs on Instagram, and I'm not actually able to see them on my platform for whatever reason. So cool. How much is the program? Program is performance based. Okay, so it depends where you're at with your business and everything. But we make the bulk of our money once you start making money with your business. Okay, so it kind of holds my team accountable, and that's how we operate. But if you send me a DM on Instagram, I will text you back and I'll give you all the details that you need, and then from there you'll be able to make a decision. Cool. So I have Nicholas on the call. Big man, I saw you on the phone, huh? Closing deals, making a few millions.
We're setting the appointments, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That's
we
very
got to
good.
book them people in, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. See, Nicholas is another good example of a hustler. Okay, he's been with us for a very long time. I know he struggled at the beginning, finally cracked it. He actually met my media buyers, the person who's managing my ads. They spent some time together. I don't know if you guys are still together right now, but
Yeah.
I spoke to Ruben, and he told me how he said good things about you, and he's like, Nicholas is crazy, bro. Like, he will be at the gym, he'll be doing anything, he'll get a notification that the lead came through, he'll stop everything, call him up, and try to book him right away. So again, that's another example of like the type of mindset and how you have to act with your business. Like, business takes over everything else. Like, that's the most important part. And until you outsource yourself, you cannot slow down. But yeah, bro.
Exactly.
Cool. How are things on your end?
No, it's going good. Yeah, we're currently in the hiring process, getting some people in, getting a CSM.
Nice.
Gotta kind of outsource the communication with clients. They're a bit like stressful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, getting the fulfillment better as well. We're setting up a call center for all the clients as well.
Nice.
Just to kind of, since I've had 3 clients now that churned because they were not able to kind of book people in for estimates and quotes. So that tells me like we had a good cost per lead for them. Everything was running good. The only struggle was that they were not good at sales.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you kind of need to implement that. And, just it increases the margins a bit, but I know like fulfillment is everything. You got to keep the clients. So that's the next move from now. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's 100% worth it, bro. Like, if it's going to help your clients close more, yes, it increases margin, but you retain clients longer. So
exactly,
you will end up making more money. What you can do as well is offer it as an upsell. So tell them, like, when you close deals, last week we spoke about this in the group call with Jose. And that's what we do with our program. Like, we close our clients on the high level program, done for you with Ruben. And then from there, I know the next natural issue they'll face is once they sign clients is service delivery. They need a media buyer to take care of it. So I tell them, like, hey, for a really cheap price, I can take care of your clients as well. And they're paying me. And you can frame it as the same way. So you can tell them, like, hey, when you close the deal, cool. So if I send you 30 leads right now, who's the person responsible to handling these leads? If they say like, oh, typically it's me, and I'll just pick up the phone and call them. Obviously, that's not what you want to hear. You want to hear them say like, yeah, I have a dedicated person that's taking care of this. So you can upsell them and tell them like, hey, I can also incorporate someone in your team that's going to call the leads on your behalf. So you can focus on doing your jobs, and we can focus on really completing the service as a whole. And I would charge them just enough so you can cover your costs. Okay, so you won't lose that margin. So if you pay your guy $10 per booked call, you can pay the clients. You can charge the clients $10 per book client, or just up the fee. Charge them 1.5 instead of 1K or whatever you're charging.
Yeah, I'm pitching 10K for 3 months. So
Okay, you're going for big boy piffs.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like I'm trying to change. Instead of having just multiple clients where they just pay you like 1K or something per month, rather just switching to the bigger companies where they have a sales team, they have everything in place,
Mhm.
and they will be closing a lot of deals if you send them into homes. I'm in
Yeah.
roofing, so
Exactly. Ideally, you work with a client that already has everything set up. The only issue is typically these clients, because they're doing very well, it's because they already have marketing down.
mhm.
So you
Yeah,
have to find that kind of sweet balance between they're making good money, but not too much good money, because if they're making too much good money, they already have marketing. They have a team already waiting for
yeah,
them.
exactly. That's the thing.
Cool. So I'm curious, when you pitch 10K,
Mhm.
are you firm on 10K, or will you work your way down on the monthly payment and sort of
You know,
level
I
with
have
it?
not. Yeah, I haven't closed anyone yet on 10K. That's my goal. That would be
Mhm.
sick. 10K for 3 months, but I'm always working down, but I try to be very hard on going down. So going down in price is really like the last option when it's like, you've clarified everything. It's just a financial thing. It's just like, making the numbers work and they will jump on
Mhm.
board. Then, okay, I can go down,
Yeah.
so, yeah, that's kind of the thing. And when you pitch for 10K, the number is so big. If you go down to 5K for 3 months, which still is good for me,
Mhm.
I make good money off that. They're like, it sounds so good. But whereas if you pitch 1K per month, it just sounds so little, and you don't have really much room to go down, you know. So with
True.
10K, I can go to like 1K a month and still like be like it's okay to take them on.
Mhm. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's called price anchoring. So you
Mhm.
start off with the biggest number you can think of in your head, and that just frames sort of the conversation. So if you start
Yeah,
with 10K, they're stuck on 10K, and they compare everything else to that 10K versus if you
exactly.
started at 1K. So that's very smart. One thing you have to keep in mind too, if you pitched me 10K for 3 months and
Mhm.
I'm able to talk you down to 1K for 3 months, I would be like, what the hell? Like, so you're just throwing out random numbers like that. Like, you're going to say yes to
Yeah.
1K when you were pitching 10K. So you have to be careful with that as well.
Yeah, the thing I'm trying to do for that to avoid that is to make sure that we're looking for long-term partners based on everything they told me. They might be a good fit, and I think it will be like a long-term relationship. That's
Yeah.
why I can do something custom for the first month to get them rolling, to get the first jobs coming in. But then make it clear that the next month it will be the normal price, but just to get them on board, get their feet wet.
Yeah. Or what I would do in sales, they taught us that a lot. When you negotiate, there has to be like an exchange. So
Mhm.
you are going down in price, but you will pay me in a different way. So a classic thing that we always do when we negotiate our price, we tell them like, hey, so Nicholas, for everything that I showed you today, the price is 10K. Okay, you tell me it's too much money. I'm like, okay, cool. I get it. It seems like money is the only thing that's holding you back. I'm going to be super upfront with you, Nicholas. We are kind of a brand, like a newer company. So for us, we really value testimonials, let's say video testimonials. So if you're able to give me a really good video testimonial, of course, after I deliver you those amazing results, I would be willing to go down from 10K to 5K for the next 3 months.
Mhm.
But that's only if you film me a video testimonial.
Yeah,
Fair
that's
enough?
smart. That's good.
Okay. It's like, it makes sense why you went down in price versus just
Yeah.
randomly going down in price. Then it's like, what the fuck? Like, why are you just, because there's something to it, And if it's,
Yeah.
and
Brings your
if it's,
authority down. Yeah.
exactly. And if 5K is still too much, you're like, okay, I really enjoyed our conversation. I really believe that we can help you, and I do want to work with you. And like I mentioned, we're only onboarding one person in the Montreal area, so I would like that person to be you. So what if I reduce the fee to 3K? So 1K per month. We're gonna do 3K up front. I still want that video testimonial, and I also want you to refer me to one of your friends. Okay, just speak about my business, ask them to book a call with me, and then from there I will do my thing. Of course, only once I bring in those results. Does that sound like a fair deal to you? Okay, so always something to counteract the negotiation.
Yeah. Yeah. No, 100%. That makes sense for sure. Another question I had for you was, for my ads, I'm getting so many Spanish people. I think it's just because like the niche is so many Spanish people, and
Mhm.
you know, Spanish construction workers tend to have a little less money than the others. So would you? But the cost per lead is very low. So you get the volume in, but the quality of the leads aren't that good.
Yeah.
So for me, would you recommend getting a Spanish full-time closer just for the Spanish side of things? And just getting a CSM as well, which is Spanish and English. So that way, you're still running the Spanish campaigns and getting the
Mhm.
very low cost per lead and the volume in. And then
Yeah.
for me, I just run like some US campaigns where I filter out everything Spanish.
Yeah, 100% you could. It's if you can find a Spanish closer who's
Mhm.
good, then yeah, 100% you can do that. And then my next question was going to be service delivery. That's another thing. You can close a Spanish client, but you have to also be able to deliver for them.
Yeah,
Obviously, if you don't speak Spanish, then it's going to be an issue.
Yeah, I mean, most Spanish workers, they kind of still advertise in English. And, since they're working in the US, they're not just
Mhm.
working with Spanish speaking people. So I think service delivery isn't an issue. It's just a CSM as well. Well, the CS.
Yeah.
So I would need to have a CS that speaks Spanish as well.
Yeah, you can easily find lots in Mexico, Colombia,
Mhm.
countries like those. We used to run ads for. We wanted to hire closers from
Yeah.
from those countries. They're in a good time zone. They're in the US time zone, so that's perfect. They speak Spanish, and also their cost of living is a lot lower. So you can
Yeah.
get away with paying them a bit less, and they're still happy. You're happy, so it's a win-win for everyone. 100%, bro. I would test it out, and for me to find these people, running ads was very good. You could literally
I
make
did
an
as
ad.
well, actually. Yeah.
Okay, cool. $5 a day, super cheap, and
Yeah.
you will get a shit ton of leads.
You
Trust
get
me.
like 0.2 cost per lead. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
Or I can just set up like a yard sign outside here, hiring CSM.
True, like you're in Colombia, it's true. But
Yeah.
100%, bro. It would be worth testing. It's just don't add too much complexity to your business. If you can handle it, then do it. If you
That's the
tell me,
thing, since
Oliver, it's
I don't want to have like 10 people when I'm under 20K still, and managing all these people. I want to kind of keep it as tight as possible. So I don't know if it's necessary to get a Spanish closer, or if we just should focus completely on just filtering out everything Spanish.
yeah. Ideally, you wait till you're like at 10, 15, maybe even 20K a month, and you
Yeah.
have enough money to play with. Profit, like you need profit also. Then you use that money to go after a second market.
Yeah.
Okay, so that in a perfect world is what you would do. But if you see there's such a huge opportunity, like Oliver, I'm getting so many leads, it's insane that speak Spanish, and it's such a waste.
Yeah.
Either you work with Jose, just fucking send them to him.
I have.
Okay, yeah, just literally send them to
Yeah.
him and just say like, hey, these are your clients, and if you close them, give me the first month payment or 50% of the first month payment. That's something you can do.
50%. Yeah.
Of the monthly payment, monthly retainer. So if you close for 1K a month, you can get like a 500 referral fee. He gets 500, so he can cover his cost of acquisition. To fulfill, and then he keeps a client, per month.
Yeah.
I would go
that
for
makes
100% of the monthly payment. Yeah.
50%
greedy
is
ass
steep
would
as
do
well. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because he's not spending any money on acquisition.
Yeah.
Like you're giving him free leads. So you can partner with someone like that. So you don't have to take care of that. Like you just build a referral system. Because otherwise, what are you doing with your Spanish leads? They're just wasted. You're not doing anything. So might as well capitalize on that by working with him.
Yeah, I've jumped on very many calls with Jose as well, where he just joins as a closer or as a translator, and we do this bad cop, good cop, or
Cool.
It's a cool thing.
Has he closed a few deals for you in Spanish?
Yeah, well, not a few. We have got some deposits. I think we've closed one, and a couple deposits. Yeah, so no, that's cool.
Cool. Otherwise, you can filter the leads to not get Spanish people if you want. That's
Yeah, I
another
even added a question to the forum, which is like, do you need a translator? If they say yes, they get DQ'd, and still 80% Spanish people.
Yeah.
So right now I've just recreated everything, new ads, new everything. Since I run like ugly image ads from Canva, and I think that it just says like pay per result, so that attracts a lot of low quality leads, I think.
Yeah, that's it. It's finding a balance. Like it's not you will get shit leads like it's normal. You want the best leads, so you go after that.
Yeah, and I'm actually trying to filter out a lot now. So just getting people that are actually doing like over 50K a month, just really good leads that actually can close for 3-4K a month.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's good. Do you have a call out in your ads? Attention business owners making above 30K a month.
Yeah, over 35K a month.
Okay, that's good. Cool. Yeah,
yes, sir.
It's a strategy you can do. It's go after mass volume if you're not busy. The way I do it, it's like I pack myself. Once I'm packed, I'm like, okay, I can afford to be a bit more strict. What's the next thing I can add to just make those 8 calls that I have per day even more valuable?
Yeah.
So it's going to increase my cost, but I increase ad spend, of course. And then I keep doing that until my 8 calls are all people that said, yes, I have 10K in my pocket. I want to spend it with Nicholas right now. That's
Yeah.
in the perfect world what you would do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, for sure. That's more.
Cool, bro. Perfect. Happy to hear you're crushing it. Okay. Ruben's been saying very good things about you. So keep up the
I'm
good
glad.
work. Work hard.
Thank you,
Yeah,
bro.
he's proud of you. So make sure to join those calls on Friday, okay? If ever you have any questions. And maybe that Isaiah guy can help you out as well if you need to hire someone. So
Yeah. I sent him a message, so he can definitely jump on as a setter, 100%.
Cool.
No worries at all.
Perfect. Cool.
Yeah.
Look at us, huh? Making employments, win-win situation. He's happy, you're happy.
Yes, sir.
Cool. All right, broski.
All right.
Thank you for
Awesome.
hopping on.
Yes,
care.
of course. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Peace. Cool. Very good. Cool. Today was a good live. Lots of questions, lots of good people hopping on. I'll answer a few questions in the DMs, and then I'm going to bring the stream to an end. It's been an hour and a half. Been scared. Everyone's scared, bro. Okay? Don't be scared. Okay? It's normal. Close one client on a payment plan. Full payment is 5K, but paying me each month. That's very good. But I haven't closed since then. Okay. So what did you do to close that first client? And just do more of that. Were you lucky? Were you not lucky? Did you do something different? Most of the time, what I found is that people like to overcomplicate things, and they get like shiny object syndrome. So they do one thing, it kind of works, and instead of just doing more of what works, they start doing different stuff. Okay, so I don't know if you've been doing something different, but obviously what you did worked. I hope you're getting good results for your clients. If you are, use those case studies to close your future clients. And also, if you're getting paid, I pray to God that you're putting that money into ad spend. Okay, that is a perfect opportunity for you, bro. So if you cold called, you close that client, they're paying you monthly, take that money, put it into ads. Okay, you've seen everyone that we spoke today. Most of them are running ads and they're absolutely crushing it. Okay, so that's the next natural step, and that's how you're gonna get consistent closes. Making me feel as if I'm not hitting the problems of the niche that well. Educational, informational, YouTubers, cool. And then follow up. Post hella content on all platforms, so I feel like I separate myself from all these growth operators. That's very good, bro. Cool. Yeah, if you want to send me your YouTube, I can take a look at it right now, and we can look over it. But obviously, if you close the deal already, bro, like you know what you're doing. Okay, so you're on the right path. Content, you have to view content as like a mechanism to build trust with your leads. Okay, so you run ads, you get strangers, people that don't know you, and then their first instinct is, I don't trust this guy, I don't want to work with him. Who is he? So what they do is they do their research. They go on YouTube, they watch your videos, and then they're like, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about. Then I'm going to book a call with them. So that's how you have to view content. Okay, don't expect people to just book a call with you through your content. It will happen, but it's inconsistent. It's not something you can rely on to make consistent money every single month. So that's how I use my content. It's really a machine where its sole purpose is to just show people that I actually know what I'm talking about. Okay, but I still need to run ads or get leads in the door to view my content. Okay, so that's pretty important. Yes, sir. Coming up in a month in the program. It's called me fired up. Cool. Happy to hear that, Justin. I don't think we've ever met. If you want next week to hop on this call, I'd love to hear about your story, where you're at with your business, what are you working on and everything. I can definitely give you some pointers. I will admit I haven't gotten results yet, so I don't have a case study, but right now I'm leveraging other YouTubers as case studies. Okay, cool. Try to get results for your clients. Okay, I don't know what you're doing for them exactly, what's your offer, but that will help you close deals. Okay, so going back to what you said at the beginning, you haven't closed since. If you haven't closed since, it will help you to get good case studies to close, because obviously you'll know what you're talking about. And it's a lot better to show your own case study than it is to show other people. And that's going to help you close, more deals and help you collect more money upfront. Okay. Cool, bro. Try hopping on the live next week, okay? We're kind of at the end of the call, but I'd love to see, because I remember your name. I'd love to see your YouTube channel. What are you doing? What type of content you're posting? What's your offer? How much you're charging? Who you're going after specifically? And since I am a content creator, I can easily point you in the right direction and tell you what to do. Okay, so next week, try hopping on this live, and I will gladly help you out and just point you in the right direction for your next couple of clients. But still, you close the client, bro. That's huge. You should be proud of yourself. Okay, so don't be scared. You've done it once. If you've done it once, you can do it a second time, third time, and so on. Cool. So that's gonna be all for today. As usual, if ever you have any questions for me, you want to get in contact with me about our performance-based mentorship, where basically I will work with you one-on-one. I'll give you the blueprint. I'll hold you accountable. I'll tell you what to do exactly, and I'll work with you until you start making money. Okay, so that's basically the offer. So whether it takes a month, 2 months, 3 months, you will have my support and my team support, more importantly, that will work with you and build your agency with you until you're making 10, 15K, 20K, and you buy your own AMG like Praveen. Okay. If you want to get in contact, you can send me a DM on Instagram. That is the best way to get in contact. I will get back to you. I'll present to you exactly what we do. If everything is good, you'll speak to either me or someone on my team. And then from there, we can start working together. Okay. Otherwise, let's crush it. Let's make a bunch of money, and we'll see each other next week. Peace, everyone.